Hey y'all, it's me, Brady from Skulls and Bones 444. I have to laugh at myself because look, been talking about wearing a bonnet or some shit over your head to protect your crown chakra, and this is what I had from Little Red Riding Hood costume last year, and I thought that this shit would be hilarious, and I dressed myself up with makeup too. And because I've been using the Hocus Pocus tarot cards, I have Hocus Pocus shirt too that matches. Okay. Anyways, the Divine Masculine's Karmic. Oof, pissed. Just, I mean, pissed off. And he's trying to send trickster spirits your way, monitoring spirits your way. This is for the whole collective, y'all, not just a specific zodiac sign, right? Trying to send trickster spirits, monitoring spirits, and she's even trying to conjure up demonic entities to send your way. But you're good. Okay? The divine and archangels and the rest of your spirit guides aren't gonna let that happen. Because, I mean, whenever you see 444, you're divinely guided. And even if you don't see 444, you're still divinely guided because you're a chosen one. You're a feminine, or I could be talking to a masculine. But always, stay prayed up. And if, she's locked out, like, how do I say? You know how the karmic tried for a very long time to break through the protection walls, the safety walls that were set up for the feminine? Okay, because the divine, the archangels, and your spirit team, they were like, nah, no, but hell no. Enough's enough with the horse shit. You're not coming through. The karmic cycle is done with. Well, as of just recently, the karmic cycle is over with between the divine masculine and his karmic. And she can't stand it. She is beyond jealous. He's always been jealous of you in many ways. And but most of all, it's like the way you carry yourself because I don't know if maybe her mother or her aunt or her sister or whatever, I'm not sure if she had a female figure who taught her how to be a proper lady with elegance and grace and to just behave properly around men and around people in general and to not gain a reputation for being that girl who gets around the block. That's the only thing that I feel sorry for her about. But I firmly believe that she is going to get arrested for a lot of crimes that she committed with karmic behind the scenes without the masculine knowing. But when it comes to jealousy, it's everything. It's the way you carry yourself. You're well educated, you're well rounded. You don't you don't take up the scraps, if you catch what I mean. And you see, for most of the masculines out there, I hate to call you out, you guys were players back in your younger days, and you have a history of going for low classy women. No offense, but then again, it was your player days. And yeah, you dated this Karmic, and maybe you felt like you couldn't do any better, or with the other girls that you dated, which was very briefly. Maybe you felt like that was all you could do. You couldn't do any better. Excuse me. But the karmic feminine knows that there has been a break in communication, and oh boy, is she fired up. Wants to fight the feminine, and your karmic wants to fight. But here's the thing, it's like I said, she's got a wall around her. The divine archangels, especially Saint Michael the Archangel, they built up a wall of protection around you, and now they're about to with the masculine. Because enough's enough with the horse shit. The feminines have been through more than enough crap. The men have gone through a lot of magic too, but it was just a lot smoother because there was a lot of mental mind illusion magic and energy manipulation that was going on. And they had to make it look smooth because they were all mutual friends per se. But when it came to the feminine and her being out of the picture, pour her ass up a good new one. The health, everything. And a lot of karmic feminines were more involved in destroying the health, doing body magic, beauty magic, and the masculine's karmic did a lot of magic to keep your masculine confused about which way to go. She was trying so hard to keep the masculine to herself, but then what I'm sensing is that there could have been a brief conversation about you, and she could have said something like, well, why did you just mention the divine feminine? Like, aren't you over her? It's been so many years, and he's not stupid. This masculine is not stupid. He picked up on it, and he started asking her a shit ton of questions like, well, here's the thing. He said, she's the love of my life, always has been, always will be. You were just a side piece and always have been. And when they dated, she cheated on him constantly. Anybody she's ever been with, she cheated on. Um, well, the masculine, I see like they were cohabitating together for a little bit, but they weren't sleeping in the same rooms, but it was casual sex, but he was also helping her financially, is what I'm getting. Financially, with, having a place to stay. Because this masculine has a heart, man. He comes off as an asshole sometimes. Sorry, but that's because he's got a hell of a brick wall. And it's not for it, that brick wall is not easy to bring down. But feminines, you did. There's something about you feminines that, like Beauty and the Beast. The Beast. was a nasty beast, grumpy, and see, the masculine, obviously, in general, in real life, isn't a grumpy person, but he comes off with a tough exterior, and he doesn't give much information about himself until he gets to know you for quite some time, and that could be, months. But that karmic feminine has been trying and trying and trying to break him down so that he will choose her instead of feminine. That's not working. You have you've got the magic sauce, feminine. You've got the sauce. That karmic doesn't. And keep being your authentic selves no matter what this karmic says about you, like you're a prude or whatever. Don't be embarrassed that you're intelligent or that you're quirky, you're unique. You know how to laugh at yourself. It's funny. But anyways, going back to the conversation about the karmic feminine saying, it's been so long since you and the feminine had been broken up. Why are you still mentioning her name sometimes? He was blunt. He had it. And he's like, you know why? Because she told me what love was, what real love is. It was never casual sex with her. It was true, intimate love with her. She took the time to get to really know me. Like Beauty and the Beast took a long time to really get to know me. Never cheated on me. Never slept with my friends. Nothing. And, even though she dressed kind of, there were times where, you'd be rebellious, whatever, but it doesn't matter how you dress, it's about how you carry yourself. It's about how you carry yourself and being polite, not being a homewrecker. Because this karmic feminine, that's what she's really known for, being a homewrecker, being someone for the streets. That's it. And like a whole bunch of guys that are in the social circle have taken turns with her. Masculine ain't about that shit. Trashy. I hate to be judgmental and use names like that, or words like that, but that is trashy behavior. So be proud of yourselves, feminines, for being the authentic woman that you are. And you got the magic sauce. You helped take that beast down. You helped take that beast down and showed him what real love was and is. Whether he admits it or not, you are the love of his life. He's never dated anybody else like you after you guys broke up. And that karmic feminine is now trying to, well, she's been trying to take your place. And the masculine has tried to date maybe one or two other people after you to see if they can find the same personality as you. But no, because nobody shares. Okay, you can share, similar personalities with your best friends and whatnot. There's plenty of people out there who are like inseparable, but still, everybody is like a fingerprint. Everybody has their own unique thing that makes them them. This the karmic feminine can't figure it out. She'll never be able to figure it out. She will never have the masculine's love, even though, now this TMI, warning TMI, even though she used her menstrual blood and put it in the masculine's food as a love spell to try to get him. That's his. But as I've said plenty of times before in the past, the two strongest forms of magic is sex magic and blood magic. So she used her menstrual blood, and she could have been following the moon cycles because the coven has been following the new moon and the full moon every month. So that's two attacks each month. But they've been following the moon cycles, and something tells me that she could have done it on a new moon or something, but regardless, the thought of it, it's so gross. And the masculine, um, you could have been poisoned. You could have been poisoned by the karmic who was making you a drink or something, and you trusted her. And then maybe, you went to a few parties and shit, and your quote, quote, friends would make you drinks. They would put some shit in there that, what was it? You can't smell it, you can't taste it. There's a chemical out there, and it's not a roofie. But yeah, you can't smell it, you can't taste it, nothing like that. And it's like a certain herb that you put in someone's drink for spell work. But to finish this, yeah, masculine, you have been poisoned by some of your friends. You have had all kinds of magic done on you. Uh, karmic feminine has done so much, I mean, sinister and diabolical shit that she needs to get her head examined and she needs to go to jail for the shit that she's done. And you're gonna catch her, if you haven't already, you're gonna catch her in the truth about why she wanted to live with you temporarily. It was just to get closer to you, to gain your energy source, and to do more black magic on you, right in plain sight, but still behind your back, if you catch my drift. And she has admitted that she took part in breaking you up with the feminine because she wants you. And in her mind, it's like, if I can't have you, nobody else will. And that's how the feminine's karmic was too. The karmic's mindset was, if I can't have the feminine, then nobody else will. Creepy as shit. You're gonna find out a whole bunch more information. She's going to be leaving the building. It's like, exit 5, bitch. And then she wants to try to fuck around with the feminine, but the walls of protection and safety are too high to be chiseled down. And it's just time for the sacred reunion to happen already. It's just time. Alright, guys, I love you and enjoy my silliness. If you can't laugh at yourself, you're taking life too seriously. Love you all.